points in the game.
Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. And the Longhorns will kick it away first. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Sam Houston State's offense takes the field for the first time today. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well together.
Rides the back and leaves it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. There's the pressure. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. And the Bearcats will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Wide open, and it's a foot race. Found a lot of running room before he goes out of bounds, and what a way to build a little momentum. So the Texas Longhorns offense will go to work for the first time. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game. Now, I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So, no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to...
Touchdown, Texas! Excellent pass by the back on the option. They're bellowing out Texas fight right now as the Horns are ready after that touchdown drive.
And what a great way to start. Get the crowd jacked up. When you do something good like this early, that burnt orange is going absolutely bananas in the stands. And the rest of the game, the defense, the special teams, everybody feeds off their great energy.
And he takes this from inside the 5. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Pulls and fires complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Quarterback running on the draw. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19. And the Bearcats are in the hurry-up. Looking to pass, it's Watson. Blasted as he lets it go.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Gets the back moving. They'll try the outside to the left. And he delivers the stiff arm for a solid pickup on the play. And the Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to pass. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play.
Oh, he's got some space. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback making adjustments. They're going to ride this running back. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. What a run. Takes it all the way down to the 11-yard line before he's forced out. The Longhorns have this offense rolling. Used the play fake. Now to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Finds his big tight end. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Going with the ground game left. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes continue to feed this man the ball.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. They'll go to the ground. Good surge up front, give him 4 out to the 18. The Bearcats in the hurry-up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Finds his big tight end. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Bearcats with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Dropping back, it's Watson. Got his man quickly. At the 45 on his way. Turning on the Jets. Touchdown, Bearcats. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Trying to seal the edge on the right. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Bevo is a ground-based animal, and he has to like what he's seeing right now from this running game.
Yeah, the beef up front doing their job, creating some holes, making some alleys, get those running backs. I think Texas When you can pound the rock and you can use your big guys up front, you can win a lot of football games.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Now the play fake. Looking to buy time. On the run, deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
It's nice when a QB can get outside the pocket and break down a defense and take off, but I thought the defense did a really good job of seeing it, understanding where he was going, kind of mirroring him towards the sideline as he rolled out to the right. Didn't give him any space to run the football, covering the pass deep. Really nice defense on that play.
Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. The Longhorns line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Finds his man on the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Bearcats moving quickly to the line. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking for a man. It's Watson. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on third down in DKR. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes in the 22. And the Bearcats send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. A low-line drive and not his best work. And the returner will be dragged down. Here comes the Texas offense. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Paul.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show...
He'll take a shot. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early, and he's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives. They've scored 2 touchdowns.
And the ball's out, and they're after it. Oh, and he gets it back, so you can file that one under. Could have been worse. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. And the Longhorns need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. That's caught. It's Wingo. He gets it to the 34-yard line with excellent third down defense, and fourth down's coming up. Now on the option. He'll pitch it. Got the first down and more. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play. And the Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. Back to throw, it's Manning. Finds his back in the middle. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat.
Second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
A nice job by the defense with the edges. They try the touch pass on first and goal. Nice job setting the edge, not letting them get outside, making the good tackle, forced the second down and goal.
Looking to the end zone. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Texas! That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain. The Bearcats racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw, it's Watson. Pocket breaking down. Turns it loose deep. And it falls in complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. And the Bearcats will send out the punt unit. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the first half. Before then, they can get another score. Might be changing the route. Wants to go up top. Trying to find the end zone. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. On the option. Touchdown, Longhorns! Great job by the back on the option. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7.
Well, this offense has been physical. They came out of this game with a lot of pride and the ability up front and the belief that they can block people and get it done. They are dominating this defense. 3 rushing touchdowns now in the game.
On the move from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish, and they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. Looking for a man. It's Watson. Under fire. Got a man. It's Black. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They kick it away on 4th down. Got it near midfield. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking to the big tight end. He's got it. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Texas! A great catch and run for 6.
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. From the gun, the running back has it. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And now to try to put things in motion on 2nd and long from the 15. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. It's Porter. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Watson. Makes the catch. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. In modern college football, Jesse, if there's time, there's an opportunity to attack.
And I like them being aggressive here too, guys. Look, they practice this all week long. Now you're in that situation to go out there, have some fun, and let it fly.
And defenses are taught to stay deep, play prevent in these situations. So I think you could get a good chunk play and then possibly get a field goal to tack on before the half.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. And it's caught! Touchdown, Longhorns!
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far from Austin today. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. Got enough for the first. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
And that's a nice third down conversion for this offense. And I tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those first downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in first downs. They'll get one and then they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put multiple first downs together, get one of those long drives going.
It's complete. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Pulls it and fires to the left. There he goes. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw.
Just steamrolling the defense. Touchdown, Texas! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Texas fighting them through the air and on the ground, reminiscent of Colt McCoy's big day against A&M in 2009.
Yeah, just doing whatever they want. And this is a good spot to be. Listen, Texas gets a highly recruited kid at quarterback every single year. Can this be the guy that takes them to the next level? Today is a good day.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. From the gun, the ground game. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Off play action. Under fire. On the move and looking deep. He got his hands on it but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Good awareness by the defense. In this situation on the field, you know there's coordinators that like to try to take shots deep down the field and catch you napping, but the defense was ready for that one.
Here's a heat. He's got an open man. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next third down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. Looking for the goal line. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. The Longhorns buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on 1st down. Flying down the left side. Inside the 40. He's at the 30. Inside the touchdown Longhorns. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
They call it the option because there's so many options on the play. There's so many things they can do. The defense did a good job taking away the quarterback, but, man, they lost track of the running back. Great blocking. Running back takes it all the way for the huge touchdown.
And they tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner goes down. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Back to throw, it's Watson. Gets it out quickly. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the 3rd quarter stats will show you. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Looking to fire. Unloads to the right. He's got it. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46. The offense setting up shop at the 46. 1st and 10. They go to the ground. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. And the Bearcats come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. And the defense knew exactly where that 1st down line was, and they stopped him short. They bring the punter onto the field now. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Hands it off. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Here's a quick throw out to the left. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. They'll run this play from the pistol. Back to throw, it's Manning. Makes the grab. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside, defense.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
They'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. It's 1st and 5. Quick release on the RPO. Turning it on. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
Quarterback adapted. Throw it toward the end zone. Picked off right at the goal line. Good gain on the return, and this defense defense has set them up with a big play.
Well, this offense really felt coming into today that they were going to have to throw the football. And for the most part, David, this quarterback has been lights out. That time, though, he lets it get away from him a little bit, and that was a critical INT for the defense and their confidence.
They needed something, man. They've given up a lot of yards, and that's the thing about the defense. Just sometimes it can change in one play. They make the interception, they force the turnover, and hopefully, for their sake, maybe getting the quarterback's head just a little down.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. The Bearcats will punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Takes it on the return. He's going to get loose. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Here comes the Texas offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today.
Fires toward the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Hey, this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Bearcats decide to punt it away. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. Quick step and go. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much that this coaching staff can be happy about.
Yeah, and now it's about stat padding, right? Like you could just put up more numbers. You know this game's pretty good. Don't turn it over, don't make a mistake. But this game is well in hand.
Running into the open space. They'll say he stepped out of bounds right at the 17.
And this offense continuing to spin the football, man, continuing to add to a great day. They've built this big lead. They've shown you a variety that they can do a lot of really, really good things. And I like it, man. Continue to throw the football. Continue to be who you are. It's the deep.
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Out of the gun to give to the back. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to to go in this one. The Bearcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Oh, he dropped it! Scoops it up, still a live ball. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. One more play to pad the stats.
29 Philly, 2-9 Philly.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Picked off. What a play to set him up. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.